Hey guys, welcome back to the Mal and Joe Show. Today we are here with two of Fort Worth's amazing people. I like to call them local celebrities. We are here with Ashley Baker and Braden Baker, two people that have been making an impact all over the world. And they're going to tell us a little bit about their story today.
Yeah.
So I would like to
We're
take
so
it out.
excited to be here. Thank you. We're big fans of the Joe and Mal Show. So we are happy to be here, and I'll let Braden start off.
Yeah, Braden, if you want to tell us a little bit about how you got started and why you got started in your project.
Well, when I grew up, I always had hearing aids, so I never thought that anything would happen. I just thought I'd kind of grow up and I'd have hearing aids the rest of my life. But the hearing aids that I've had since I was a baby were eventually eaten by my dog Chewy. And so my parents were like, oh my gosh, what are you going to do about this? And so I was thinking about it because we loved Ellen so much at the time.
Yeah.
We loved Ellen. And so we were like, huh.
We still love Ellen.
Of course.
Everyone loves Ellen.
Let's not throw a D in there.
Right.
And then I thought, what would Ellen do, right? And so I made a GoFundMe that night. I just had one on my phone. I made a GoFundMe page, and I made a video, and I sent it to my mom, and she put it on her Facebook and everything. And I went to bed, and the next morning we had like $400.
Wow. And your goal? What was your goal?
My goal was 1,000.
Okay. And by the next morning, less than 24 hours, you already had $400.
I did.
Wow.
And you were going to use this money to
hopefully go on a mission trip and go around the world and just be able to give the gift of healing.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And how old are you?
I'm 12.
And when did you start this?
I started when I was
10.
10.
So
early
2
10.
years.
Well, he was soon to turn 11.
Okay.
So not, as far into his 10th year.
That's
Does that make
amazing.
sense? Yeah.
You've done so many good things already, and you're still going.
I know.
I mean, you haven't even stopped yet.
I can only imagine what you're going to do when you're older.
And so I guess our next question definitely is, after Ellen, kind of what happened next?
Well, what happened that we went on our first mission trip,
Okay.
and that was just a very life-changing trip because I never thought when I made the first video that anything was actually going to happen when we made the video. And just before the mission trip, actually, I got, what was the award called? Outstanding Achievement Award.
Yeah, with Otakon.
With Otakon.
Otakon.
That was
company.
just the night before. the
Okay.
first trip. And I got an Outstanding Achievement Award, and the next morning I got to go to Guatemala.
Oh my gosh.
That's
But
amazing.
tell everybody, because a lot of people ask us, why did we choose Guatemala?
Right. Why did you?
Because what is so special about Guatemala?
Well, one thing that's so special about Guatemala is, the trip was set up by a lady named Dr. Kamala Elliott, who we
Okay.
met at OCOM.
And how many audiologists are in Guatemala?
There's only one audiologist in the whole entire country of Guatemala.
One
is so
one
crazy.
audiologist for the entire country of Guatemala.
Yes.
And she's pretty amazing.
Wow.
And she was actually in the Metroplex last week.
Oh,
Her name's
wow.
Dr. Patty, and so we got to see her last week too.
That's amazing. So
Oh,
when
yeah.
you went to Guatemala, I'm sure you saw her there.
Oh yes.
We did.
Oh yes.
That is crazy. So how many days did you spend in Guatemala?
About a week. About a week.
And how many hearing aids did you give?
250?
Wow.
Yeah, about maybe 150. More like 150.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that is pretty stellar
Yeah.
right there.
But that was kind of just the beginning.
Right.
I would still say you're still in the beginning stages
Yeah,
of this.
Yeah.
And you're so young, and like I said, you have so much more to go.
Absolutely. Okay, so that was your first trip, and I know you've been on more. So how
Yeah.
many more trips have you been on?
I've been on 2 more. I went to Africa, and just in January I went to Guatemala for a second time.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And how many hearing aids total? Do you know how many you've given?
In total?
It has to be almost 1,000, right?
Well, I don't know about 1,000, but probably 600, close to 1,000 maybe.
Oh my
Wow.
And that's also not just the mission trips, but various other stories and things that have happened. Like when Hurricane Harvey happened, we had hearing aids that went there. That was pretty early days. And just a lot of random little stories of people that have needed them. He threw the first pitch out at a
At a Texas
Texas
Rangers
Rangers
game.
game.
Oh
Tell
my
him that
gosh.
story.
Yeah.
Well, when we actually got to set everything up, and when I threw the first pitch, we went home and everything. We were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that.
Hey, how cool.
Well, yeah, because I haven't played baseball in years. I barely could throw. And so after that, a woman from Arlington contacted us, and we got to give her a pair of hearing aids.
Oh my
Wow,
gosh, that's so
that's special.
special.
Yeah, and I hope what everybody understands is like this community, Fort Worth, has so many amazing things going on and nonprofits, and it's just it as a family it has been fantastic because it's made us find our little mission.
Right.
And hopefully the whole story in general just inspires other people to get in and find what their purpose is, because in Fort Worth you're so lucky because like the Komen lunch is coming up pretty soon,
Yes.
Right.
which is
Putting on the pink.
putting on the
Yes.
pink.
Yep.
Fantastic. I just went to the Union Gospel Mission Lunch. Like that's amazing. So I think you ought to take inventory at the beginning of the year. What are the few things I'm really going to hone into and
Yes.
make special?
Right.
That's what's so great about the whole community here in Fort Worth. And half of all of the funding at the beginning has been our friends
Fort Worth local
in
community.
the Fort Worth community.
Yes.
Wow.
That's
Completely.
crazy.
So anyway.
So Braden, you have something pretty special coming up on March 26th.
March 26th, we have Mandy Harvey from America's Got Talent coming, and I get to MC it. I get to introduce her.
Yeah.
Now you have to be pretty stoked about that.
It's a big deal.
Are you gonna at least do a dance
On
on the stage, maybe? If
We'll see.
they allow you to. Yeah.
Oh, he will.
Yeah.
He's holding back right now.
But
Yeah.
we're gonna let him do a dance later today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But tell them who Mandy Harvey is if they don't know who that is.
Mandy Harvey's a deaf singer that was on America's Got Talent originally, and she sings and feels the vibration in her feet.
Mm-hmm. She's
Yeah.
amazing. I watched her and I might have teared up a little bit.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
phenomenal.
She's very moving.
Yeah.
Very moving.
And we hope that this Mandy Harvey event, what I want everybody to understand too, it's not going to be some big glamorous thing. It's a very grassroots situation.
Right.
Because Braden is the global ambassador for Theos, or it's called Hearing the Call, is their nonprofit, and that's who we travel with when we go on all these mission trips. So we were happy to help them put this concert on. So it's really for them. We're raising money for them. So when we travel, we feel like we've become a part of that family. So if we can contribute in this way, that's what we have to do.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
So cool. Global ambassador now.
That's pretty
don't-
big.
Pretty cool.
Don't pump his head up anymore. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. It's
That's
pretty cool.
so cool. And now, so in Theos, they're the family that they y'all consider them like family.
Yes.
You know, we're constantly traveling with them.
Yes.
What's next for you?
I know.
What's next?
What's your ultimate goal, Braden?
I feel like you can still keep going.
Yeah.
I want to go to Ecuador and give out hearing aids. We haven't set that up yet, but that would be.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's actually a trip coming up in August, so we can choose to go on it or not. They have a set schedule, so we can choose to jump in on any trip.
That's
Oh my
amazing.
gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
It's really awesome.
Now, let's say on a local level here in Fort Worth, like you were talking about the girl from Arlington. So people here in Fort Worth, if they're having, troubles or they don't necessarily have the resources to receive those hearing aids, what can they do? I mean, is there...
That's a good question. Did you just
Yes, he did.
you totally just hit a yawn? Oh my god.
I'm just tired.
He's tired. It's his
How
spring
could
break
you,
right
how
now.
could you do that on the
I'm
Joe
just-
and Mal show?
It's okay.
Okay.
Anything goes.
Okay, listen. So we have a relationship with Cook Children's Hospital.
Oh.
So when there are kids that can't afford hearing aids at Cook Children's, they contact us and we are able to direct them to. We have like a direct red line to help get them hearing aids.
So
That's
cool.
awesome.
But what's the coolest relationship? What are we doing in May?
Oh, and they were like helping out kids that go to Fort Worth ISD, because there are kids that will get hearing aids at the beginning of the
Okay.
day, and then they'll have to like give them like back to the school after, and they won't have them like on the weekends or on summer. They only
Really?
Oh, wow.
I didn't know schools did that.
Yeah.
So
That's kinda
essentially
sad.
Let me
love-
tell
Take
you,
them
but
away
it's
at the end of the day.
it's really cool that Fort Worth ISD actually they have their own audiologists, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And they provide those for families that can't afford them. And I will tell you, when I first heard, they can't take them home or have them on the weekends, or
Right.
I understand why now. I used to be a teacher at Fort Worth ISD, so what was happening is kids were losing them and it was becoming expensive. So they wanted to make sure they had them during the day.
Yeah.
But then Braden and I were like, let's go ahead and give them a shot with having some they can take home and have on the weekends and during the summer.
Right.
So they don't miss out on stuff, because he knows what it's like when his hearing aids run out of battery and he's with his friends, right? Yeah.
That's not fun.
No.
Yeah, that's why, like, when I get invited to, like, paintball or, like, swimming or something, I'm not the biggest fan of that.
No.
But,
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
Yeah.
That's true.
'Cause he has to
I wouldn't-
take 'em off.
Take them
Yeah, I
off.
bet.
Yeah.
So, do they make hearing aids that are waterproof?
I don't think so.
I think they make water resistant
Yeah.
hearing aids,
Like if it
but
were to get splashed or something.
he would be okay,
Yeah.
right? But there's no.
As
they
far as
don't
going
have-
deep diving or
Yeah.
scuba
which is
diving,
kind of
yeah.
sad because we're big lake people, but it's okay.
Right.
It's
Well,
okay. He's
you
a
know,
wake
Maybe that's
surfer.
your next.
Yeah, I
thing.
know. I was thinking
If
maybe.
they have waterproof hearing aids, if I jumped in with hearing aids, I'd be like, what
It-
break?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd make you nervous. I don't know. That could be the next.
That could be
That
the
could
next
be the
thing.
next thing.
That could be the next thing.
That's I think that is going. to
You
be
heard
the
it
next
here
thing.
first.
You
Yeah.
heard it here first on the Joe and Mal show.
It's going to happen one day. I have so much faith in y'all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, we have faith in y'all, and I also want to say, Williams True.
Yes.
Is lucky to have you too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, wait, we're not finished.
I know we were
this
so
yet.
not done.
Yeah, we're not even done
We
yet.
need to talk about you.
Yeah.
You're not gonna talk about me.
It's-
Well, obviously the apple does not fall too far from the tree, because you help people better their lives and you inspire them to do such great things. And look at your son. He's doing amazing things.
I would like to tap that back too. No, I think this story organically landed in our laps, and we as parents did what we thought we had to do with what was happening, right?
Right.
So we decided to turn it into a lesson, and I'll tell you, not only is he fantastic, but my 14-year-old who got to go on our last Ecuador trip ended up almost being the star because he used his Spanish and was able to communicate, and he was fantastic.
Wow.
Was he not? He was fantastic.
He was great.
He was great.
Meanwhile, people were asking me, like, ¿Cómo está? And I'm like, sí.
When in doubt, just say C.
Yes.
Pitiful.
Just say C.
But see,
Or-
I speak
or
Spanish.
just
so
say, no hablo español.
There you go.
Yeah.
see, that's pretty
See,
good.
that's good.
Yeah, that
That's
is
I
good.
know that. I know that.
Yeah.
I think the only things you really need to know are baño, bathroom.
Donde está el baño? Yeah.
I mean, if you say baño, they're probably going to
Yeah.
point you in the right direction, I would hope.
Well, see, I'm from McAllen. I'm from South Texas, and so I speak.
You have that
You
Spanish.
got
You
the
get
Spanish.
the
Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
speak-
way around.
You speak
I know
Spanish.
Pedro's dog.
Yes.
Yes.
Perro, hombre. Perro.
And
Perro.
then
I cannot roll my R's to
A
save
gato
my
is a
life.
cat.
Yeah, oh, got those cat.
Yeah.
But I have been in the exercise industry here in Fort Worth for 15 years or more, and an educator for Fort Worth ISD. So I've been a teacher of some sort since I was 23. And anyway, everything's just kind of organically led to the next thing. And what I've found in people is that everybody has a unique gift and needs to understand how to utilize it and get through this thing called life, because you can't stop the
You
waves,
can.
but you
No.
can learn how to surf.
You can.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I teach.
I love
it.
that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So what's something that inspires you? Like what's your mojo, like your theme or your daily word
Your
or
mantra.
your mantra? Yeah.
I
What
don't know.
gets you going?
I don't know if I have a daily word, but I know what my purpose is for sure.
It's to
Like,
teach.
well, no, to see in people what they can't see for themselves.
Ooh, I
I
love
love
that.
that.
Yeah.
I love
So that's
that.
what I do.
My gosh, I'm going to have to come to you.
You
Yeah,
do.
I
wanna
right,
know.
I
But
think
it
you
actually,
do.
it selfishly, it helps when I help others. It's actually helping me,
Yeah,
right? So
I
I'm
get
not
that.
some perfect human.
So, if
Yes.
you guys could give us one last piece of advice, what would it be?
Each one of you.
You go first.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Okay, so Ashley, now your turn then.
I do. Here's what I want to leave you with, and I want to leave everybody else with. The biggest thing I teach people about is resistance and fear. Like whenever usually your biggest calling in life is what you resist the most, right?
Yes.
So the things you desire the most, you fear the most. Had I have a lot of anxiety, and had I not given into my fears of posting this video on Facebook or getting on an airplane to go to Africa, like I would have missed out on some of the most amazing things that have happened to our family in the last year.
Yeah.
So as soon as I beat down that fear and resistance, dude, I have been able to just open myself to all kinds of stuff. So anyway,
I love that.
the minute you feel that resistance, you got to lean into it, because on the other side is like the nectar. Makes
Give it a
sense.
The good
sip right
stuff.
up.
You
good
can't,
stuff.
you
Good
can't
stuff.
just be like doing all this and then just like quit. You know, you have to be like active.
Right.
Right.
Gotta like if you're gonna raise money, you can't just like make a couple videos and just like stop all this.
Right.
True.
Gotta be active.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, Braden.
What else?
So
Let's hear
what's your
I would say just like if no one really notices anything, I would say like get more people to help you. Get more people to maybe
So maybe ask for help.
ask for help. Ask like personal people.
Creative
Just keep
team.
going.
Yeah, you can't do things by yourself.
can't.
Yeah.
I love
Also,
it.
tell us about this.
Yeah, I want one of these shirts. Can you tell everyone what it says?
It says find your purpose and do something with it.
I love it.
I love
So there we
I
go.
love it.
There we go.
Now you get to do something that you've been kind of wanting to do the entire time now. A dance for us, right?
Yeah, he
Or
is.
or it's some Fortnite
Or a
or
couple of
a
things.
couple of things.
Get ready, y'all.
Maybe could you do like a compilation of thing, like a dance?
Yeah, I think you can do it all.
Can you do it?
Boom,
all?
boom, go
One
for
of
it.
everything?
Get up there.
Let's
go,
see it.
go,
Let's see it.
go.
Watch
go.
your head.
On the
Watch
Joe and Mal show. Go,
Ooh,
go,
ooh,
go,
ooh.
We need to drop a beat for you.
Plus it down, plus it
Go,
down.
go, go.
Oh,
Yes! I love it. That is awesome. That is awesome. High five on that.
High five, high five, high five.
Way to go.
Okay, but tell everybody where they need to go.
Yep.
March
Where's
26th.
March
Go to
26.
BradenBakerHears.com and get your Mandy Harvey tickets.
Now.
Now, everyone now.
Well, we thank y'all both so much. It's been entertaining.
And don't forget, March 26th, go get your tickets online. And we're
Yes.
going to be sharing the link to our Facebook today for those tickets.
Yes, and we'll link everything for Ashley's program and for the GoFundMe for Braden.
Yes.
So, thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm on top of the world.